Hello, everybody. Today we are going to predict the NBA playoffs along with my buddy Base Learner. Are you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're there. All right, all right. So
Yeah.
first of all, who do you think's winning it all? It's just like this is first thing I gotta ask you. Who do you think's winning it all?
Oh, well, you started off strong, for sure.
Starting off strong for sure. All right, you say that, man.
Yeah. Who's winning it all? In my opinion, it's gonna be the New Orleans Pelicans.
Cause you're high as fuck right now, or something like.
Yes, that. But also, hear me out. Their margin of victory is negative 0.99, which is 24th in the league. Meaning, if they keep a lead, then they'll win the league.
They'll win the league? Nah, bro, be real right now.
Meaning, no, I'm being real here. Okay? Their turnover percentage, 13% compared to the Suns, which is also 13%. Oh, shoot. Wait, I didn't look at that stat properly.
Suns 13%?
Okay. Yeah, hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. So, Brandon Ingram is going to pop off for 30 points per game. As you can see right now, while the Pelicans and Suns are playing, who's winning?
Who's winning? It's the Suns by 10.
Shoot.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
I wasn't expecting that. Okay, I'll be real for you now. Who's winning it all? I'm going to say, I don't know who's going to win it all. But if I were to say who's going to go to finals, it's probably going to be the Warriors and the Milwaukee Bucks.
Because here's the thing. You wanna create the bracket right now?
No, I'm not. I don't need to create a bracket because I know what's gonna happen.
Nah, we gotta both make this bracket right here, alright? For all the viewers watching in there.
Okay. Oh, there are 3 people watching. Hello to all of you. Can you say something in the chat? Like this, something like that. I don't know.
Alright, nah. 2 people in the chat. Anyone there? Nah, I guess not.
In the chat.
I guess not, bro. First of all, let's go Mavericks.
Did you see what I wrote in the chat? Look at it.
Nah, bro. Alright, first of all, let's look at these Mavericks and Jazz series, alright? So, I think that if Luka's out for one more game and Mavericks lose that game, they're out of the series. That's my take on it.
I feel like even if it were to be a 3-0 lead, the Mavs would still win it.
You think Mavs would come back from down 3-0, something that's never happened in the history of NBA?
Yes, I did think so.
Alright,
and hear me out.
Alright.
Hear me out.
Nah, bro. You're already
hear me out.
You're already coming out with the hot takes.
Luka on the floor as a defensive unit, he is a bit of a liability.
Luka
in the
Doncic?
sense that he can't really guard anyone at face value, right? He can do some things here and there, disrupt the defense, but he's not the best at it.
I agree.
Now, when we come in with the offense is all about Luka. Have you ever watched a Mavs game?
Yeah.
How it happens is there are 2 people. There's either a double team, maybe even a triple team on Luka, and from there on, he passes to someone. They cut into the middle, and it's either open threes or just a floater layup or something from there on, right? Which creates so much opportunities. Here's the thing about the Jazz defense. The Jazz defense works on people who don't have a Luka Doncic on their team. Now, I'm talking about people who can't play make like Luka Doncic. I'm talking about people like, I don't know, Devin Booker. That can work on Devin Booker. It can work on, to some level, I guess it could work on Nikola Jokic. It could work on John Morant. It can work on Trae Young. I don't think Trae Young has the playmaking abilities of Luka. Luka has the ability to see anyone on the court and has such a low turnover percentage rate that it just works all the time.
All right. So here's my thing on it. Luka Doncic, Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks, they're the 4th seed this year. They've lost to these teams like the Jazz, and if they're down 3-0, if Luka misses his second home game and then misses the game 3, I don't think they have a chance. Because here's the thing: Donovan Mitchell and future Defensive Player of the Year Rudy Gobert,
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert. I keep thinking of Flight. Uh, like 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. I think Rudy Gobert. He's too good. He's the rim protector. So people like Brunson can't drive. That's what happened in Game 1. And Donovan, you'll see people like Donovan Mitchell pop up.
Right.
People like
Right,
Mike
right,
Conley.
right.
You
But
see
with the
all of
defense
these guys
looking at
popping
Luka all
off.
the time, Brunson will have opportunities like no other, and that's why he thrives. Even when he's having a bad game, he knows that he can get more shots off.
Yeah, but
Right.
look, his efficiency was off the charts, literally off the charts because it was that bad. His efficiency was terrible in Game 1. That was the reason that I personally
Yeah,
believe
because
that Mavericks
he can't
lost.
make shots by himself. He's not like Luka on making shots by himself. No one can make shots by themselves like Luka. I'm sorry, but Luka is probably the best shot creator in the league right
Here's
now.
the thing: if Bogdanovich might have a good game, O'Neal might O'Neal's not having a good game. But I'm saying Gobert could have a big game defensively. Donovan Mitchell, Mike Conley, Jordan Clarkson, all of these guys.
You know what Gobert does? He just puts his hands up. That's all he does.
And
I've never seen him actually
doesn't it?
become defensively smart.
It
I guess
works.
the only
It works
time he
perfectly
actually
fine.
was good defensively. But hear me out. The only time he's good defensively is when he does a switch. When he does a switch, that is actually something good. But for him doing a good switch, that's like a 50-50 chance. Sometimes he makes it there, sometimes he doesn't. He's just not fast enough.
All right. I see your point there. So here's the thing. Here's the thing with Dallas Mavericks.
Okay.
I think that Jalen Brunson is too much of a liability for them. If you keep starting him over people actually, there's nobody really good on the Mavs right now. If I'm being honest with you, let me look at these guys real quick. Because if you start him at over someone like Maxi Kleba, who can maybe actually do something on the defensive end, I think it'll work. I
think what they should do with Maxi is only sub him in for defense and tight defensive situations.
You think that he's good defensively?
Yes, and I think Jason Kidd should tell him, stop taking the threes. Unless you're super wide open, stop taking the threes. Just don't take any threes at all. Go in the paint and rebound.
You gotta give minutes to David Bertans. Like he's the type of guy that I think that is gonna, when he gets minutes, he's gonna change it all because he's a shooter. He's something that he's a scorer. He's something that the Mavericks don't currently have at this moment. If they have a playmaker, not even a playmaker, if they have someone good like Spencer Dinwiddie who can drive and kick, Reggie Bullock who can drive and kick, Dorian Finney-Smith who can drive and kick, that's all you need for the Mavericks right now because that's how you can get points. So I think you got to get Jalen Brunson out of there to win the series, which I don't think that the Mavericks will do. I just don't think it'll happen. And until Luka comes back, if you go 3-0, if they go 3-0 in the series, the Utah, I don't see them. I don't see them coming back in that series 3-0. You got to win 4 games in a row. And even though it is the Utah Jazz and they are Utah Jazz in the playoffs, I don't think it's gonna work that way. I just simply don't think he could come back with 4-0 lead. If Dallas goes tomorrow and wins Game 2, I see them being. I see them winning the series.
I can see them winning
the series.
If
you're down 2-1, you're perfectly fine.
It's gonna go into a Game 6 or Game 7, but they'll win the series.
No, but here's the thing: you have to get Jalen Brunson off of that starting lineup. He was not efficient at all.
Okay, then who do you take out of the?
You have to put Bertans in the game. He can shoot. He's something that the Mavericks need.
I don't know. I don't feel like Jalen Brunson is really the problem. I feel like they should just give the ball more to Spencer Dinwiddie.
He was not efficient.
Is more of an initiator like Luka. He's not on Luka's level. He's no one's on Luka's level in my opinion. But he can definitely do something better than Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, we need to get Jalen Brunson off because he was not efficient in that game. First of all, let's just go here. NBA scores. NBA.com. So Jalen Brunson in that last game, he shot about He shot about 25 shots, I believe. Let me fact check this real quick. Mavericks as a whole, they shot 38% from the field. And if you have the other team shooting 43%, 5% higher than you, I don't think you can win that game. So first of all, you gotta have better shot selection, which I think Mavericks will easily improve. Coach is gonna talk them out of it, and Mavericks will be fine for that in the next game. But here's the thing with this.
I know this is a bit of an off-topic thing, but who's your MVP?
My MVP?
Your MVP.
Joel Embiid. We'll talk about that later.
Joel Embiid as your MVP.
We'll talk about that later.
No, I want to fight you. Okay.
I think Joel Embiid is my MVP. All right.
Okay.
All right. We'll talk about that later. But here's the thing: Jalen Brunson. He went 9 for 24.
Oh, okay.
He went 9
for 24?
Yeah.
Damn.
He missed 15 shots in that game. 15 shots. You could have given those 15 shots to Reggie Bullock and he would have put up 40 points. Give those 15 shots to Reggie Bullock. He's going to go 15 for 25. That's why you got to take Jalen Brunson off the starting lineup.
I'm tweeting something right now.
Tweeting something?
Yeah.
Tweeting at the stream, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So, that's Mavs Nuggets, alright? That's the problem we got right now. So, I see Mavs, honestly, if, hear me out. Utah Jazz, obviously, they took game 1 yesterday.
Yeah.
I think that they can take game 2 if Jalen Brunson does not shoot 9 for 24. If he does not miss,
and I feel like the ball movement isn't there. You're just chucking up threes. That's all they're doing.
And now, but if Jalen Brunson gives 5 shots to Reggie Bullock, 5 shots to David Bertans, you're winning that game.
Yeah.
You just put that poll out there, bro. You're such a savage. So, I got Mavericks. Here's the thing. Mavericks are going to win. Mavericks are winning game 1. Not Mavericks. Utah obviously won game 1. Dallas wins game 2 for me because I think that if Jalen Brunson...
I think they'll get everything figured out tomorrow. I think that they'll know what to do.
Luka probably won't... I'm assuming Luka doesn't come back for game 2.
Yeah, he's not coming back for game 2.
Considering that,
100% sure.
Dallas win that game.
Yes.
I say that because Jalen Brunson's gonna know that I can't be taking this many shots, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna end up knowing that. So I say 1-1 here, and then now we have game 3. It's at home at Utah. I think that Luka comes back in this game. He wins that, and then they win the series 4-1. So I think Dallas in 5.
I take Dallas in 6.
You take Dallas in 6
because I know my Dallas team has a tendency to mess up game 4s. So
interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So let's take Dallas in 6.
I'm taking Dallas in 6.
All right.
But when Luka comes back, it's over for them for sure. Even with an injured foot, or was it calf strain? Even with the injured calf, I feel like he can do so much. He has so much gravity around him that it's insane that, no one can do it.
No one can do what he can. No, exactly.
Yeah.
I agree with you. So,
only Steph Curry has a better gravity than Luka, in my opinion.
Next up, we have Pelicans versus Suns, who actually
is an easy one.
Are trailing to the
Pelicans and 4. Pelicans and 4.
We keep it real here, bro. We trust me. We keep it real here. We don't.
No, I keep it real. Yeah, I do.
NBA scores right now.
Pelicans are 4. Hear me out.
16-28.
They can come back from anything.
I don't know.
Wait.
Alright. Suns and Pelicans. Here's the thing. Suns, excellent play-in wins. You know, had a thriller against San Antonio and had a thriller against LA, almost blew that lead. Those were 2 great games, but I think that this is obvious. You got to go with the best team in the league right now, and the team that's gonna go pretty far in the playoffs. You know.
Do you know the Pelicans are rated top 5 for most comebacks in the league?
I'm pretty sure Pelicans, they can come back.
Yes, they can come back.
Right now it's a 16-20.
I believe
you got a
Pelicans in 4. They're gonna upset the Suns.
Nah, you gotta stop being dumb, bro.
I'm not being dumb.
Here's the thing. I think that this is a really hot take. I see the Pelicans actually taking 2 games, because here's the thing with the Pelicans. They can play, alright? They're a dark horse team. They started off 1-12, great story. You know, they made it to the playoffs. That's a great
Well, you're actually buying my thing for real, are you?
What do you mean?
Do you believe that the Pelicans will win anything? Because I was just joking. It's obviously going to be Suns in 4.
I think that Pelicans are going to steal a game at home. At the Pelicans. Because here's the thing. There's no chance Phoenix wins. There's no chance Phoenix loses this series. I think
if
that
they do, it's going to be the greatest choke job in any first rounds.
I think that New Orleans can take one single game. That's all. One game. Doesn't sound hard, but I'm taking.
It's gonna be, if that is gonna be a game they'll take, it's gonna be a close one.
Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna say Phoenix in 5.
Okay. You know that their margin of victory is not even positive. It's -1.
I know.
That's sad.
I think that Phoenix will win in 5. That's just Phoenix. There's no chance they're losing. But, you know, Pelicans, they might take 1 game. So, next, Warriors and Nuggets. Everyone was really excited about this series, weren't they?
I mean, you should be. You're a Warriors fan. I'm a Warriors fan.
Yeah, but you like the Mavs.
That game went... I like the Mavs, but I'm a Warriors fan, too.
Of course, man. All right, so here's the thing with the Warriors. You got your big 3 back. That's great. You know, you came back and you won game 1 of round 1. You know, you're feeling good right now. You got playoff Draymond, you got Clay, you got Curry, you got JP, obviously, who didn't get most improved player. I have no idea how that happened, but that's all I'm thinking about right now. So, who do you think? I think Warriors win this one in 4 or 5, because Warriors in playoff mode, they're different. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I'm just jacking off to the Warriors.
Pause, bro. Pause.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying Warriors in 3. That's how good they are. They're going to have to miss the last game, because that's how bad the Nuggets are playing right now.
Jokic has been terrible in the third and fourth quarter. He
took, 25, 26 shots, shot 48% from the field, had a few turnovers here and there, was missing in defense. He was gone. Poof. Non-existent.
I mean, if you say so, man. I mean,
I swear, Nuggets fans will look at any advanced stat and say, wow, this is the guy. Dude, like, they are searching for stats that Jokic leads in.
Here's the thing. Golden State, no chance to lose against Denver, and no chance the series goes past 5 games. Because, you know,
so
even though I may be a Warriors fan, I just don't think we're losing to Nuggets. We got Draymond, Steph, and Clay, and we're all in one series. Like, all of them are playing. You got Jordan Poole, too. How are you going to guard Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins? How are you going to guard that? You have to double-team one of them. If you're double-teaming Steph Curry, Jordan Poole or Klay Thompson's going to be open, or even Andrew Wiggins, and hell, Draymond Green's going to make his playoff 3-pointers. That team, that lineup is too unstoppable. You can't stop that. It's not going to happen.
You can stop Wiggins. You can
but once you stop Wiggins, Klay Thompson
Klay's
and
on
Jordan
fire,
Poole.
there's just accepting. You just have to accept that Klay's on fire. If Curry's on fire, it's over.
If Curry's on fire, it's over. Like this, I got Golden State in 5. Jokic might take one game because he's obviously Nikola Jokic, and he's gonna have an epic passing game, but he does get tired. So I think that in that game,
literally eats burgers each day.
In that game where Jokic wins, the Nuggets win. I think that Jokic has a very, very, very good start. They get like 40 to 20, and then Bucks, and then not the Bucks, the Nuggets bench will maintain it. So I think that I say Warriors in 5. I don't see this.
I see Warriors as in 4. Wait, they play next game in Oracle Arena, right?
Yep, not Oracle. Chase Center.
Oh, they're playing in Denver.
They're playing in Chase Center next game.
Well, yeah, Chase Center. Sorry, I'm an old timey.
Yeah.
It's gonna get loud in there for sure, and I hope the Nuggets are prepared, knowing that when the place gets hyped up, it's pretty much over for you guys. So next game, the Nuggets are losing it by, I would say, 20 or 30.
20 or 30. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds actually doesn't sound that bad to me. So that's the thing. I got Warriors in 5. Let's go back to our bracket. I got Warriors in 5. Next up, we got Memphis versus Minnesota. This is the matchup I'm probably going to watch.
John Morant, you have some explaining to do.
John Morant does have some explaining to do. Indeed, he does.
First of all, that was an atrocious night from him. All I was seeing on my Instagram feed was John Morant almost dunked the ball, or he dunked the ball once. Which is...
John Morant thinks.
Yeah, John Morant thinks. Which is something... Wait, what were his stats last night? I believe he shot... he made 12 points from the free throw line alone?
Yeah.
Wow. Now imagine... 16 points from the free throw alone on 20 shots. So he didn't even make all his free throws, which is a bit disappointing. And he got 30 points. People call him Embiid a free throw merchant, but this is truly a free throw merchant time.
Go on.
Well, my observation of the game last night was not the Grizzlies, because the Grizzlies played their usual. I think it was the Timberwolves' offense. Their offense was so polished. I've never seen anything like that. Anthony Edwards was on fire the whole time. Karl Anthony Towns was getting every rebound he could. Then you had people like, D'Angelo Russell, Patrick Beverley, D'Angelo Russell causing trouble on the offensive side, Patrick Beverley causing trouble on both sides, or even off the court, because that's what Patrick Beverley does best.
Patrick Beverley type thing.
Exactly. And then we forget about people like McDaniels, who made important shots. We got Beasley, 23 points. People overlook that. 23 points. With other people scoring in high 20s as well, or 30s. Karl Anthony Towns with 29, Anthony Edwards with 36, This is a team with a lot of chemistry behind it, and it's not just a one-star thing like John Morant. Did you see the game last night?
Yeah, I watched it, yep.
When John Morant was on the bench, the Grizzlies were playing really well.
Grizzlies are 20-2 without John Morant.
Yeah.
That's all said and done. John Morant he's talented. I understand it, but he's too much of an ISO player for the Grizzlies. If they didn't have John Morant, they'd be sweeping the Timberwolves right now. That's my take on it. I don't want to hate on John Morant, but I just think that, you shoot 16 free throws. I mean, good thing you got to the line, but I just don't think that, you.
Yeah, neither do I want to hate on John Morant, because I see him as
future star in the NBA.
A future star, like a Derrick Rose in the future. Maybe a bit less dominant, way less dominant than Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose was so dominant, he led his team to the Eastern Conference Finals,
yeah,
right?
And the thing is, John Morant, he's not going to get any injuries. At least I don't think.
Exactly. He's not... I don't see him as a Derrick Rose where he wants to take risks or, wants his team to go above the limits. He can tweet all he wants about, ducking no smoke or whatnot and, all that stuff. But I don't see him as coming out of the first round ever. He's going to be a bit of a star who's going to get forgotten, basically. Kind of like, I don't know, Vince Carter. Vince Carter is like going to he's completely forgotten. He's getting people are forgetting about him each day, which is a bit sad because he was an amazing dunker, amazing player. But that's the truth. He didn't win anything. He didn't really make his team better per se.
I understand. Yeah. Here's the thing. Without Ja, they're 20-2. What does that say? What does that say to you? What does that say to you that they're 20-2 without him?
I think that says for everyone. Everyone should know that Grizzlies without Ja are better. And now this might seem a bit of a bogus idea, but I think you should trade him.
Trade Ja Morant.
Trade Ja Morant, yeah.
What are you going to trade him for?
More shooters, better defenders, and maybe some picks. Because that's what I see. What's lacking in this Grizzlies team is someone. Actually, never mind. I take that all back. Another star, but a star who wants to win. Win it all.
Ja Morant does want to win.
And has excellent playmaking abilities.
Here's the thing. Ja Morant does want to win, but you gotta. He needs.
Ja Morant plays the point guard position. He's supposed to make plays. Except all the time when I watch his game, he's just attacking the paint. Well, in that case, other players can do that as well. A shooting guard can attack the paint. A center can attack the paint. There's so many other players on his team that can attack the paint. Why is he doing it?
He's a great talent. He's a really good player. Dropped 32 points last night, but he scored. Last field goal he scored in the fourth quarter is in the second quarter, so he didn't show up at all in the second half. So.
Did you see that defensive play by Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, I did. So that
was a remarkable defensive play, and that's how I think everyone should guard Ja Morant.
Grizzlies are a very good team without Ja Morant. I know Dillon Brooks is an excellent defender. Jaren Jackson Jr. defender. Steven Adams, really good rebounder. Desmond Bane having a breakout season, averaging around 20 points a game. Kyle Anderson doing Kyle Anderson things. And then they have a very, solid bench. D'Anthony Melton, Brandon Clark, and Zion Williams. So that's the thing with the Grizzlies. If you don't have Ja Morant, then you can put D'Anthony Melton, who isn't nearly as good and is kind of a liability. But do you know what the Grizzlies have that other teams don't? Chemistry. They have great chemistry. Chemistry that I've never seen before. That is quite remarkable. This is some 2014 Spurs chemistry we have here. Mm-hmm. I totally agree with you on that one. Desmond Bane and all of those guys, they probably worked in the offseason, played some pickup, not really pickup, but did their thing. That's what we've seen from the Grizzlies this year. They've been a very good team, and with Ja, they've also been a solid team. Without Ja, 20-2 without Ja. I just don't know how that works because obviously I respect Ja. He's a great player, but that points out something, and he may be a little bit of a liability even with him being such a great player. You see people like Stephen Curry missed 12 games. Harden sold the Warriors. Warriors lost pretty much almost half of those games. Warriors lost to the Orlando Magic without Stephen Curry. And yes, they don't have Stephen Curry, but you lost to the Magic. That's how important people like Stephen Curry are to this league and these teams. So that's why Ja is a great player, but you gotta Grizzlies. When he's off the court, I think that's when the Grizzlies are gonna be the best. And obviously, Ja Morant, he's the star of the show. He's not that type of Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant wanted to win. Kevin Durant, he passed the ball a little bit more. I just don't think Ja Morant is gonna be that type of guy. What I see is Ja Morant actually has gotten 8 assists in his last game. So that's very good from Ja Morant, but. I'm not hating on this guy. I really like him.
That's super easy to do when you have 5 shooters. on your team.
Yeah,
and good
also
shooters.
5 great perimeter defenders. So that's the John Morant right there. I think he's a great player. That's my take on it. And Grizzlies are 20 and 2 without. That kind of sparks something too. That's my take on it. So finally,
I have a question for you, Philip.
What?
Why do you sound like an ESPN commentator right now? You sound like, no disrespect or anything, or what's this player going to do to you if, let's say, they do hear what you say?
I don't know. Bro,
Okay, well, I'll tell you this.
Fuck I am.
Mean disrespect. Disrespect is good. That fuels players. Of course, they're not going to be listening to this, but you gotta mean what you say, okay?
I do mean what I say, and indeed I really do. So now we have we're gonna do the series prediction for Timberwolves and Minnesota. Timberwolves not in Minnesota. Timberwolves and Memphis. So here's the thing: Timberwolves obviously took game 1. Memphis, I see them taking game 2. Ja's gonna come back. He is obviously not really. He's not a liability. I would not say he's a liability, but he's that guy who's he 22 without him. That's all I really gotta say. So he's gonna probably bounce back in game 2. He does have these good games. He is a great player. So I'm saying Memphis wins game 2, and now you got a series tied 1-1. You go back to Minnesota. You got Anthony Edwards, the guard. You got D'Angelo Russell. You got all these other guys. Karl Anthony Towns. So many good players who can shoot the ball, who can defend, and you got all those guys in Minnesota Timberwolves, and you lost game 1 because Grizzlies played well in game 1, but better offense beats good defense. Better offense just beats good defense.
Do you know why? Because they disappeared when it mattered most.
They did well. No.
The defense disappeared. Everything disappeared.
That was a pretty loss to me. That was like a pretty loss. Like, and that's the thing with the Grizzlies right now that I see is, you're gonna win some games, and you're also gonna lose a couple to, Anthony Edwards himself, D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns. So I think that Minnesota's actually gonna end up winning this because so how these teams are so even. I'm surprised that Minnesota isn't even a higher seed, like 6th or 5th seed, or maybe even 4th seed. Home court advantage in the playoffs. So I actually right now see Minnesota in 7 games because John Morant can win those games for Grizzlies, and Anthony Edwards, that big 3 with D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns. They can also.
Wait, D'Angelo Russell. What about my boy Patrick Beverly? Patrick Beverly, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. That's
my big 3. No. Be quiet.
That's the big 4. My man, that's the big 4. I think that I got the Grizzlies actually losing this one in 7 games, Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, and, what's his name? Patrick Beverly doing Patrick Beverly things, trash talking, getting in people's heads, So I got Minnesota in 7. What about you?
Wait.
Who do you got? You there, bro? Brother. So, I have no idea where he went. I think his internet just cut out all of a sudden. Yeah, we'll have to stand by for a quick minute, but it shouldn't be too long. Alright. So, if anyone's there in the chat right now, I want to see what you guys think, obviously being, part of the NBA playoffs, all of that fun stuff. I'm wondering who you guys got as the NBA champions, obviously. Because I think that, even as a Warriors fan, I think that we're winning it. Because we have our big 3 back. Obviously you guys are going to roast me in the comments, but I think that Warriors are gonna end up winning this one. I don't really think.
Okay, I'm sorry for that. I was choking on my food.
It's good to know, man. Good to
Yeah.
know. Good to know. So, how can we agree on this Grizzlies series?
I was about to say Grizzlies in 6.
Grizzlies in
No,
6.
no, T-Wolves in 6. T-Wolves in 6.
So, here's the thing with the T-Wolves. I think that Ja Morant can win a couple. He's going to go big in some of these games. You know, he's a great player, but, you know, Memphis Grizzlies are just better without him. So, I think that Memphis loses this in 7 games. So, what about you? Who you got?
I got T-Wolves in 6. You know why? I think that the next game, actually, they'll respond. Mm-hmm. I think that the T-Wolves will get too happy. They'll get their dancing shoes and everything, and they'll sag off, leading to the Memphis Grizzlies winning it by, I don't know, a differential of 5 to 10, in my opinion.
Right.
From there on, it's going to be much tougher, because they play, first of all, in Minnesota, and it's loud in there. The energy there is so strong, it can actually mess with your brain. Which I hope the Grizzlies are prepared for, which I don't think they are, because they are a young team. They have no
haven't been in the playoffs
experience.
that much. You know, they played the Jazz last year. There's a lot of new guys coming in.
Wait, actually?
Yeah. Grizzlies were in the playoffs last year. They beat the Warriors in the play-in.
I thought you said there was a lot of people coming in for, the stream.
Oh, no. not a chance, bro.
I actually got excited for a moment. Okay, never mind. Okay, where was I? Oh, yes. They're going to take the next 2 games after that.
You think that?
And that point, it's going to be a 3-1 lead in the series. Grizzlies will probably give up, and they'll win the next game.
You think so you think that Minnesota's going to win in 6 games?
In 6 games, yeah.
6 games. All right. Well, that sounds pretty good to me, actually, but I think they're going to win in 7. It's either 6 or 7. I got Minnesota winning this series because, you know, Grizzlies a great team. They're probably going to be very good in the future. Probably going to stay as a top 4 team in the league for a long time. And, yeah, I really see that happening. So I got Minnesota in 7. Let's just keep it at that because, you know, 6-7, almost the same thing. So just going to leave that there. And now we're in the semis. So we want to go to Eastern Conference now, or should we stay in the West?
Let's stay in the West.
Stay in the West, all right. First of all, before we go, let's look at this Phoenix and Pelicans score. It's actually 42-23. Phoenix is leading by 19 at the moment.
42-27. You're wrong. Use the NBA.com.
You don't have to roast me like that, bro.
Now it's 42-28. Get it right.
Hurt my feelings, bro.
Okay. Brandon Ingram is shooting 4 for 10, 1 for 1 for 3. He's having a pretty mediocre game right now.
So what's happening right now?
Brandon Ingram is not really showing up. He has 12 points. He's okay, but he needs to do a bit more to carry this team. CJ McCollum shooting really badly. He's been shooting badly recently. 2 for 10, 1 for 4. 1 for 2 for free throw line. Unacceptable for a shooting guard. Although he's listed as a point guard, which is not right, but oh well. Jonas Valanciunas with 13 rebounds. 3 for 12, though. That's ugly.
Gotta roast everybody you can.
Well, you see, the Suns have a bit of a lead, but it's not as big as I thought it would be. It's 14 points. Granted, this is the playoffs, so the only blown-out game we've seen so far was the Atlanta and Miami game today, which was... Oh, and Toronto and Philly, of course.
And Warriors, but I'm going to consider that much of a...
That's not really a... that was semi-blowout game, because at the end they tried rallying back.
Yeah, but
when I count blowout, I say blowout as well as in, attitude of the team. Not statistically speaking, but also the attitude. Where the team you see has clearly given up in, the fourth quarter or halfway mark of the fourth quarter, and there's no recovery. Like, the Nuggets tried fighting till the end. There was a valid attempt behind it, right? But whereas if you watch the Hawks game early this morning, or the Toronto game yesterday, you could see the game was already over by like halftime already. It was pretty much over. It was settled.
All right, I see that. All right, I see your reasoning there.
I feel like the Pelicans are giving up a good fight. I'm watching the game right now, and they're definitely trying, which is good. Because, Phoenix can choke this up.
You think they can choke it?
When you have your best player as Devin Booker, yes, I do think so.
All right. Well, if you really say so, I mean, we're gonna move on to Warriors versus Wolves, and then Mavericks versus Suns.
I'm tired, man. Can we end the stream?
We gotta finish Western Conference.
You gotta do this another day?
Alright, yeah. Everybody, thank you for joining the stream.
Yeah.
Having you all.
Like
Bye.
I said, subscribe.